to present this item, but spent time on our website reading the reviews. Perfect 5-star reviews for the RAYCOP. I am obsessed, and absolutely one will be on its way to my home. I don't know about you, but every time I crawl into bed, and and I'm on the sheets, I'm in the mattress, and then I'm looking, I'm looking at my pillow, I am always worried about dust mites. Well, let me tell you, we have for you today an item that is not just a HEPA vacuum, a fabric sanitizer, but it has a powerful UV lamp that will suppress the movement of dust mites, basically alter the DNA of the eggs and reduce hatching. It will change the way you sleep and feel every day. And in your video you're looking at right now, incredible, because for those of us who think, well, that's not me, that's not my home, millions and millions.
10 million.
10 million dust mites. Alexander Baker with me today as well. This is something that honestly every single one of us should be concerned with and can benefit from. Don't you think,
Absolutely.
Alexandra?
What we're going to do today as your home BFF, I want you to have a clean home, a clean bed, but we're going to clean the unseen because we can't see the dust mites.
Right.
And that's the culprit. If you have an itchy nose, watery eyes, your throat scratching you, you feel like your skin is always irritated, chances are Dr. Michael Lee, who's an immunologist, who's the inventor of the RAYCOP, he has found that most likely it is going to be the dust mites. Look at how easy this is. If you'll notice, it's not just a vacuum. It's also, I'm able to actually work on a bed that's already made. I can use it on the bed that's already made. If this was a high-powered vacuum, like a traditional vacuum, it would be sucking up, all of the bedding here. So that way I'm more apt to just grab this. It's going to work in 3 ways. As I pass the RAYCOP over the mattress, what it's doing is it has a UV light. There's a UV light that I'm going to show you in just a moment that is killing, destroying, changing the DNA of the dust mites and their unhatched eggs.
Which is most important.
Then we've got the vibration that is shaking them so that they can come out. Their claws can remove from the fibers. And then lastly, the vacuum is pulling up the carcasses, the fecal matter.
Oh my
God. Are you hearing the words coming out of my mouth?
When you told this to me, and by the way, we would love to hear from you if you have it. I did mention too, this is the only airing. It is $169.95. We have it also available on 5 FlexPay. We're going to ship it to you for free. All right, at this point, we have the final 180 available for the entire country. And one of the things that we talked about also, because of the size of it, that you can literally even travel with this as well. But most important, well, one of the most important questions I want to know is how does this work in comparison to using a regular vacuum?
If you were using a regular vacuum, chances are your problem, which are the allergies and the allergies bothering you, it would probably compound that problem because it would be so strong that a lot of the particles would be blowing up in the air, and the purpose of that vacuum is really to be used on the floor. They tell you it can be used on the upholstery, and it does pick up the pet hair, but even if it's picking up the dust mites, it's probably leaving their carcasses and their eggs and all of the other things, and it doesn't have that vibration.
Right, so it doesn't have the light, right?
It doesn't have the light.
The UV light, and I think this is important to walk this through so we understand how it works.
Well, first of all, the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, estimates roughly 10 million, you can see them in the bed, 10 million dust mites. They are clear, they are translucent, they are in the bed. I don't care how OCD you are, I don't care how clean you think that you are, as long as your skin, as long as you're alive and you're shedding dead skin cells,
which we all
that is what these little critters, the dust mites that are such a problem, that is what they are feeding on. They have unhatched eggs, they have fecal matter, they really are a nuisance. Now, we can launder our bedding, but we can't launder the mattress, okay? And then you just wanna press this button 3 times when it's red when you plug it in, and then you press it 1 more time, and then it turns it on.
Easy. And seriously, the statistics of this are so frightening. It's something like your mattress doubles in size after only a few years, and that is because of the dust mites. Listen, this is a unit unit that does what no other vacuum can do. The fact that you have the powerful UV lamp also, the other great thing about that is removing up to 99% of the E. coli, the staph, and then it does it in just a matter of a few seconds. So that you can take it, that you can use it anywhere, and you never have to worry about it harming the fabrics. And you have these pulsating pads underneath that literally loosen, lift the dirt particles, suction them up, and most importantly, with the UV light, suppressing the movement of the dust mites, altering the eggs, the DNA literally of the eggs, and then suctioning them up.
Can you imagine? Yes. So I want to show you.
I'm impressed.
Right? It is impressive. And I know this has been a huge customer pick. And I want you to read the reviews because people are enjoying real results. That's the big thing. Yeah. Real results.
Exactly.
Now this is showing that it's just the right amount of suction. It's not too much suction. Otherwise, all of the little beads, all of the little balls would be going crazy. So that's to show you just the suction. Remember, you plug it in, the red light is on. Can you see the little tiny red light? Okay, it says that it's on, and then I press it for 3 more seconds, just 1, 2, 3, and then it turns green, and then I'll just press this, okay? Now what I want to show you here, because normally at home, if you were to pick this up, is this the one that has the... Where's the one that has the tape on it? Oh, they moved. I wanted to show you the UV light. I can show you right here. See, it's got a nice long UV light. The light bulb is right there, okay? And that is able, oh, I know, I had some tape on it so that the light would stay on and the tape is rolling off. This is a yoga mat. If I was doing an ordinary yoga mat with a regular vacuum, wouldn't that be sucked in? The suction would be so powerful. Now, if you've seen the wands in the market, if you have seen the dust covers or the mattress covers, what is that all about? This is suffocating them. They're still there. The sprays are incredibly caustic. They're so caustic. And then even if you use a wand, how long, Bobby, would it take me to do a mattress? Look at that little light, right?
Exactly.
How long would it take me to do a mattress with just that little blue light coming through? This is fine for a cell phone to sanitize, but to actually do the bed and all my upholstery, not a chance.
And you know, it's funny because I did read a lot of the reviews and they were like, awesome, love this thing, impressive, lightweight, easy to use. What's that?
This is dust.
I'm afraid to ask.
This is dust and hair and yuck that I took out of my dust box, the dust box that is in my RAYCOP.
How do you clean it?
Okay, very good question. That's a lot of dust right from my house, and you know that my home would be clean. So this is the dust box. You have a large dust box, so that has one large filter inside it, and it looks just like this. And you saw how dirty some of those filters were getting.
Right.
And all you do is just run this underwater, okay, let it air dry, and then pop it right back in, and you're good to go, and then you put that there. But then underneath the unit, there's a HEPA filter. So it's a dual filter system. The HEPA filter, which is this tinier filter that you change like every other year, the HEPA filter is taking in microorganisms that are 0.03, okay, 0.03, that's tiny. One hair, one strand of hair is 100 microns. This is taking in particles, pollen, viruses, bacteria, E. coli, microorganisms that are as small as 0.3. Now, your dog is going outside, is lots of pollen all over, and then he's crawling in your bed. You don't want that. You need your sanitizer so that you can sanitize your fabric, especially the upholstery that you can't launder. I promise you, this is a solution. Oh, I want to show you the vibration as well. This is a solution for you.
And by the way, because I want to keep you updated, we have 130, but that's not counting the fact that I have almost 100 people that are calling. This is the only airing. I will tell you, it sells out every single time it has been on the air, and not only a customer pick, but every single review is a perfect 5-star review. So again, I really encourage you to read the reviews. But if you are a little freaked, like I've always freaked about the mattress in particular, you have an opportunity today to buy a device that, and you can see, I mean, again, it's just like using a little handheld vac that is so simple and easy to use. But the most important part is this powerful UV lamp, again, that suppresses the movement of the dust mites, in particular on the mattress, if that's your key concern. And you can see that Alexander can run it right over the bed, which is also running it over your sheets and over your towels, suppresses their movement, alters the DNA of the eggs, and then reduces the egg hatching, and then you're sucking those little puppies up.
I'm getting all of their fecal matter, everything. And I want you to see, you know, I want you to use it often. I would say at best, maybe once a week when you change your sheets, you want to use your unit. That's, you know, pretty much how we use it, right?
Perfect.
But if the bed is already made and you feel like it's really a problem and you want to run it quite a bit, then you can do it right there on the mattress, even with the bedding, because it's not going to suck up. Look how thin and light the silk is. It's so light. So you can just pass it right over.
What about the comforters on the bed?
Absolutely.
Is that something you should do too? I mean, do they have ability to get there too?
Every single day, every second of the day, your body is shedding dead skin cells. And as the video shows you, it is, the dust mites are feeding. They are translucent. You cannot see them. They are smaller than a louse. We're talking about, now we're talking about something like lice.
Yikes.
A lice, if you are a mom and you've ever seen that in a child's head, you can actually see them, right? Not dust mites. They are tinier. They need to be destroyed. The UV light right there that is built into your RAYCOP, that's the first plan, is to destroy them, alter their DNA. The second plan is to loosen their little crawly legs, their little feet off of the fibers. That's what the suction, that's why I was showing you the water bottle. As it was shaking, it's shaking their little feet. And then the third is the suction to remove them from the mattress.
And fewer than 100 left now.
Okay, every time we air this, they are gone.
Always.
And we really try to get them back, because as your home BFF, I want your home to be clean, I want it sparkling, I want it to be safe and secure for you, and I want you to feel better. So on the bed, even the sequence pillows you saw me do, but you can also go ahead and when you are doing your bed once a week and you're actually cleaning your bed and you've stripped the bed, you can have your concierge collection mattress covers on top, and you can go ahead and hit them
that's
too.
good. So we can go right over the mattress cover.
You can go right over the mattress covers. But look at that dust box, how much it's filling up. Look at all the dust. That's the dust and the particles we can see, okay?
You need to do all the mattresses around here.
Can you imagine? Now, you could just put this in your suitcase and
see, I think that's
would get the hotel bed.
Yeah, because it's actually 13.5 long and 15.5 inches for 13 by 15. So it is super easy to travel with. And I do tell anyone out there that we do not know when it's coming back. I have, you know, I can't even tell you how many left with people calling, because we have way more people calling than we have. Right now there's 6 dozen only to go around. I'm so fascinated with this, because this is something the likes of which, you know, we have never ever had before here. And it's the easiest and most effective way to do it. Because, you know, in the past, we've told you, oh yeah, you can do this with some vacuums, and basically we're talking about expensive vacuums, by the way, but they can't do it. They cannot do what this does, what RAYCOP does, because RAYCOP has that UV light, and the effectiveness and the performance and that just killability.
I don't know what possessed me to go ahead and make the bed again, but I just couldn't bear to just leave it alone.
That's okay, I appreciate that.
But you see, it's lightweight, it's very easy to use. You turn it on, you plug it in, and you get to vacuuming all of those upholstered items in your home that you can't launder. I can launder my sheets, I can launder my mattress pad, but I can't do the mattress by myself. As long as you're alive, you are breathing, you are shedding dead skin cells. You think you're sleeping alone, you have lots of invited guests in your bed to the tune of 10 million. 10 million.
We'll show that video. Do we have a chance to show it again?
And then we wonder why we're itching, why we're scratching, why you're constantly waking up with practically your eyes closed. This is a real solution for you, and it's helped so many people. This was invented by Dr. Michael Lee. He's an immunologist from South Korea.
Sold out.
It's okay. I'm so happy.
500 of
another
those.
500. I'm so happy that you're bringing this home.
Thank you, and congratulations to everyone. Gosh, wow, sold out. So thank you for all of your orders. I want to remind you, because we have another great item coming up with Alexandra.